I like to say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, that was his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it. And it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm. Pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yo, we here. We here. What's poppin'? What's good, people? What's good? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, Miles Cunningham in the building. Miles, what's going on, man?
Hey, man. Happy day after 4th of July to everybody, man. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Hope everybody had good festivities for the birthday of America. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to America, man. Fuck all that. I don't care what you think. If you live here, nigga, you benefiting from whatever went down, you nigga. So you better thank your lucky stars. You live in a country that got freedom and all that other type of shit that you could do. You know what I'm saying? So it's America's the shit. You feel me?
Real fucking shit, man.
This is where I live, so I fucks with it. You feel me? But yeah, anyway, man, what's going on with you, Lucario?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, just out here doing me, loving life, and also remembering that the sale is still on for the Masculine Identity membership. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com for the summer sale. $1 for 30 days. The code is summer. Put the code summer in there to get your discount. And for 30 days, you can get it for $1. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys jump on that ASAP. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Go to badboymembership.com. You get 45 to 90-minute audio video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure you guys go get that. And also make sure you guys get your tickets to the screening for the Game Kings 2, documentary that's coming out. You feel what I'm saying? That's just going to be fire. Yeah, so make sure you guys go get that. The link's going to be below this video, and the links will be in the chat. So make sure you guys go get your tickets ASAP. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, the production quality on that when I watch the trailer, I'm like, yo, the production quality on that damn movie, man.
That's a fact.
That shit fire, man. Y'all niggas need to get your tickets, man. Stop playing, man. Imagine getting to see that joint on the big screen, man. It's about to be, man. Get tickets, guys, for real. Stop playing.
No, that's real talk. So I'm telling you guys, make sure y'all get your tickets, because not only are you going in to see the screening, right? You're going to meet us there, and you're going to have the question and answer session with us live. You feel what I'm saying? So we get to chop up the game live with y'all motherfuckers. So make sure you guys come through and we could get that cracking. You feel me? All right. So today's title, we have Why Successful Men with No Game Use Escorts, right? So I thought this was funny was because a lot of times when it comes to the game, a lot of guys think that, once they get successful, that's when they'll be able to get women. That's usually the narrative. Once I get my money up, once I'm able to succeed, once I'm successful, that's when all the bitches are going to come. Everything's going to work out perfectly for me. You have some guys on the internet, they'll say shit like, oh, don't worry about your 20s. Just on your 20s, focus on yourself. And by the time you're 35, you'll be successful and women will want you. So you just got to wait 10 years and then you'll start to get the women you want once you're successful, right? But what we're going to be doing is going to be critiquing a YouTuber named Dr. Orion Taraban. You feel what I'm saying? And I've talked about his stuff before, but I came across this video, and what I find interesting about him, and we're just talking about the ideas, but I just find it interesting, is that a lot of times when certain times people talk about relationships, dating, sex, and all these different dynamics or whatever, but what happens is that they leave out certain key points, and one of the key points is that they're really talking to people who don't have game, because a lot of stuff applies to people who don't have game. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is this, when you're dealing with an escort, you're dealing with a prostitute, you're dealing with a chick who is just with you because you are giving her monetary, gain or whatever, right? Understand that what you're paying for is an act. What you're paying for is, companionship, but it's not real. Do you see what I'm saying? Right. And so what happens is that you got to understand that there's a limit to what you're going to get. So the thing is that you can't pay for true desire. You can't pay for a woman actually giving a fuck about you. You can't pay for women that actually care or give a shit. Do you see what I'm saying? So that can't be bought. So the thing is that when you're paying for certain things, there's a certain limit of what you can get. So what you do is you get sort of the illusion, or you get the sort of like plaything of what you're really trying to get. You're not really getting the real thing. You're getting the fucking surface level type of shit that makes you think you're getting the thing you really want. Because the thing you really want is actual desire. The thing you really want is a chick who actually wants to fuck with you. The thing you really want is a chick who actually gives a shit and who actually wants to do the things you're doing. The problem is that when you have no game, you have to resort to escorts, prostitutes, going overseas, doing a lot of other extra shit. But Miles, what's your thoughts on this type of shit though? Before we get into the
part that you were talking about, as far as a lot of these guys are talking to guys with no game. I mean that's exactly what it is. And see, it's highly critical because a lot of these dudes, they are guys with no game talking to guys with no game.
Right, exactly.
You understand? It's a situation of the blind leading the blind.
Right.
You understand? Because a lot of these dudes, all they have is statistics all they have is statistics and information on why the average guy can't succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All they have is statistics and facts and anecdotes that explains why men are unsuccessful with women, and why female nature is this, and why women do that, and why it doesn't work out in your favor, and there's no light at the end of the tunnel, and you got to be careful, and you got to be this, and you understand? It's like a lot of fear mongering.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And and the thing is this: it's like a lot of these guys are better salesmen than us, right? Because they look at the pain points of the guys with no game, and then they sell them a dream,
right?
You understand? They either kill them with fear, or they sell them a dream. Well, I know you're scared. I know that that nothing's gonna work for you. But look, if you get on my program and do this, then that's gonna happen for you. Like, but when you come over here, we tell you that, bro, nothing ain't gonna happen to you until you do this, this, and this.
Right, exactly.
And yes, you have to put in work. And yes, even after you get on our program, you still got to put in the work. You still got to follow the steps of the game. You still got to apply it in real life. You still got to put in work. There's no magic trick to this.
Right.
And we ain't selling you no dream. And that's why I know that they are better salesmen than us.
Mm-hmm.
Because a real good salesman would make the lie sound so good that the truth look like shit.
Exactly. Right. Right.
But when we come and tell niggas the truth, everybody want to look at us like we don't know what the fuck we talking about, and we ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that really gets me. These guys with no game are talking to guys with no game, and it's the blind leading the blind, and then either they're good salesmen or they're just fear mongers.
Right.
But either way, it only perpetuates the lowest part of each man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It only perpetuates a lack of value. It only perpetuates a lack of a masculine identity, which is what, and then the cycle starts all over again, because that's literally what puts them in the position that they're in to even have their conversation over there. And then when, Lucario, how many times have you experienced it your damn self? You walk into a room full of average bitch ass niggas, you start talking, and all of a sudden everybody's telling you need to leave.
Exactly. Right.
You start talking and everybody's telling you what a fucking asshole you are.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what you're saying, and then you might have one or two niggas in the room that after you leave, they run out the spot behind you, be like, yo,
you was talking some real shit though, bro.
yo, fuck them niggas, you talking some real shit, man. Yo, how can I get on your, how can I subscribe to your newsletter?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because what the truth is not for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, but and then on top of that, you got these niggas. They come to our channel and they pick and choose what they want from us like a buffet, and then they try to repackage it to other motherfuckers.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all what that is in a minute too. I'm gonna show y'all in the next video too. I was like, what? These niggas is wild, bro. Crazy. But let's get into what this first video real quick. Let me share the screen. So the title of his video is actually called "Why Successful Men Use Escorts." You feel what I'm saying? And let me blow this up a little bit. So it's titled "Why Successful Men Use Escorts: What the Rich and the Beautiful Have in Common." Okay, so let's blow this up and let's see what he's talking about here. So I'm gonna start it, stop it. We're gonna get into this and we're gonna go through what he's talking about, so you guys see what we're saying here. All right, so let's make this happen. Here we go.
Ryan Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is why successful men use escorts. This is the first part in a 3-part series on this subject. So you'll need to be patient to hear the whole story. I'm going to begin this talk by explicitly stating this is not an endorsement for prostitution. Personally, I have never hired an escort or a prostitute in my life. And to be honest, when I was younger, I used to be very judgmental with respect to the men who did. In so many words, I thought such men must be losers who, for whatever reason, couldn't otherwise get access to women unless they paid for it.
Now, let me stop right there. What I will say is this, is that most guys who use escorts and prostitutes and all of that usually are guys who don't have game, which is why they have to. And keyword is have to, because if they don't, they're not going to get any sex, right? Then you have the guys who might use an escort or a prostitute who could get sex without an escort and a prostitute, right? But it's a time issue, so they just do it in that manner. Now, what happens is that in those particular situations, right, it doesn't necessarily mean the guy doesn't have game because he could get it without it. But then you have on the flip side the guys who do it because they actually have to do the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it all depends on the particular situation. So I'm not going to go full throttle and say, man, if a dude is using an escort in all situations, that he ain't got no game. Like that would be, you know what I'm saying? like disingenuous. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's continue.
And while I'm sure there are some unattractive or even some revolting men who use prostitutes for this reason, I actually don't believe they constitute the majority of an escort's clients. In fact, I've since radically changed my opinion of these men, in part due to numerous conversations I've had with men who have used escorts, and in part due to my own experiences in the sexual marketplace as I've become more successful.
I hate when niggas say sexual marketplace and sexual market value, but anyway.
That I endorse the use of escorts, I can certainly understand it. The talk is specifically addressed to women to help them comprehend the types of problems you.
Now he's saying the talk is about women, but he's gonna say a lot of shit about guys, and he's gonna expose why these dudes ain't got no fucking game. But we're gonna get into that as the thing goes in.
Unique to highly successful men who are presumably the kind of men they would most like to target for a long-term relationship. By understanding how the economics of dating change as a function of success, women can better position themselves to secure the type of men with whom they most want to mate and date, provided they, like me, can move past the reflexive judgment they may carry with respect to the topic under consideration. Let's get to it. The fact of the matter is, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, the higher your normalized sexual marketplace value, the more traditional dating becomes increasingly expensive.
All right, let me stop right there. So let's rephrase that and not in nerd talk. So
yeah, I'm trying to.
So he said the higher your sexual market value, the harder traditional dating becomes, right? And so what he's trying to say for the guys is like, and this is where he's already fucking up. He's equating the value you are sexually to the fact that you're successful. That's basically what he's trying to say already. So he's already fucking up. Your success has nothing to do with how sexually attractive and sexually appealing you are. Your success makes you appealing based on resources. So you're attractive because you have resources. That is not the same as being attractive because you're sexually attractive. That's already he's, you know, and this is what I'm saying where, see, guys make the mistake and think because they have access to a woman, that means that the woman is actually interested in them sexually, because guys are thinking simple-minded. They think if I talk to a woman or interact with a woman, I want to fuck her. So if a woman is interacting with me, that must mean she wants to fuck me. So now that I have money and I'm able to get these women, but they're just using me for my money, then I'm assuming they want to fuck me because I have the money. Now they will fuck you if you have the money, but that doesn't mean they want to fuck you because you have the money. That's the part that these guys get twisted. They think that them getting access to it equates to the woman desiring them sexually. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of these guys out here. Unfortunately, when you don't have game, this is how you think. You see what I mean? But yeah, that's what it is. We can continue.
And he also says something about it. Dating becomes more expensive.
Right. Yeah. He's gonna show it in a minute. That's also you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Let's continue.
In fact, the most attractive women and the most successful men often end up pricing themselves out of the dating market. This is why, for example, it's probably best for a woman to be like an 8.5. If you're an 8.5, you're definitely attractive enough to get plenty of attention and preferential treatment. However, because you're not like a world-class beauty, you actually avoid a lot of the downsides and liabilities associated with being fabulously attractive. These are problems that less attractive women don't even know exist and never have to deal with. They might roll their eyes at this suite of problems and say, oh, poor baby, can't handle being beautiful. I wish I had her problems. But frankly, that's really an envy reaction. The problems of really beautiful women are real problems. They're not problems of survival, but if we're honest, neither are the problems that their haters are contending with. Beautiful women receive little to no sympathy for their difficulties, not because they're difficult.
I want to know what the difficulties of beautiful women are. That's what I would love to know, but
difficulties aren't real, but because there are so few other people who have experienced them. The same thing holds true for men. The sweet spot for being a man is probably earning high 6, low 7 figures a year. That is more than enough to provide a comfortable and enjoyable lifestyle for yourself and your family. Anything more than that, and men start to deal with a suite of problems that less successful men don't even know exist and never have to deal with. And if anyone garners more unearned hatred than the beautiful, it's the wealthy. People scoff at the champagne problems of the rich, but the problems of really successful men are real problems. And these men experience even less sympathy for their difficulties than beautiful women do, not because their difficulties aren't real, but because there are so few other people who have experienced them. Now, you might think that being a highly successful man would be a wonderful liability in the sexual marketplace.
Okay, so now he's going to get into why these guys are going to get escorts. You understand? I'm going to just play this. It's hilarious.
And you would be correct. After all, if a man has wealth and status and fame, he typically enjoys very good optionality with women.
See, this is the problem with surface level thinking.
Right.
Because he says if they have status, wealth, and fame, right, then they have all these options. See, what people don't understand when it comes to options, an option is only a real option if it's actually beneficial to you. You understand? So what I mean by that is that if I fucking walk into a gay bar, pause, right? You understand what I'm saying? So
yes.
I may have a lot of options niggas that's trying to holler, right?
Right.
But it's not beneficial to me because I'm not trying to fuck these niggas. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? So do I really have the options? So what happens is when you have wealth, status, money, and all that other stuff, and you have no game, how do you generally acquire the women? Because remember, you ain't got no mouthpiece, you ain't got no confidence, you don't know how to talk to women. So how the fuck are you getting these women? It's usually you're in a situation where you're being fixed up with the woman, or the woman is leading the situation to make herself available to you. Either way, you're not leading the interaction.
Right.
So you've already put yourself in a position to get played because you have no fucking game. So even though it seems like you have options, what happens is the options you have are mostly women who are dealing with you for resources, women who don't respect you, women who are only going to use you to wine and dine them, and women who are going to basically string you along until, whenever and make that shit happen on that end. This is the thing these guys don't understand. But let's continue this shit.
So why would a man like this use escorts? It isn't as though there is a dearth of women who would be interested in dating him. Is it really true that all these men are just immature narcissists who delight in the objectification of women? Or might there be another explanation for this not uncommon behavior among this particular demographic? But before I answer these questions, if you're liking what you're hearing, please consider sending this episode to someone who might benefit from its message, because it's word of mouth referrals like this that really help to make the channel grow. You can also hit the thanks button and tip me in proportion to the value you feel you've derived from this episode. I'm proud to announce that my book, The Value of Others, is now available for pre-sale on Amazon. It'll be released in just a few days.
Well, shout out to Doctor for coming out with the book. So we're not just here critiquing niggas, you know what I'm saying? We still giving niggas some promotion. Every little bit helps. So fuck it. Let's continue.
So take action now to get your hands on it. I'm also writing original content for my free weekly newsletter. If you'd like to sign up, you can do so on my website. Finally, please fill out an inquiry form on my website if you're interested in booking a paid consultation. The links to everything I just talked about are in the description below. So check them out. All right, let's get back to it. The reason why so many of these top-tier men use prostitutes is because it becomes prohibitively expensive to date traditionally once you cross a certain point.
All right, now he's going to get into the bullshit. He's going to get into the bullshit. He's going to get into the... Just be prepared. This is where the bullshit starts. Okay.
Let's examine why this might be the case. One of my good friends is a corporate lawyer, and he bills his time at $1,300 an hour. Now, that may sound like a lot, but it's kind of the going rate for a partner at a top-tier law firm. By the same token, there are folks in my space online who charge $2,000 to $3,000 an hour for a consultation. And then you get into the rarefied realm of bank presidents, celebrities, tycoons, and professional athletes who can easily command tens of thousands of dollars or more for an hour of their time. However, to make this talk more accessible, let's just use the lawyer's rate as the standard of measurement. So let's assume a man is making $1,300 an hour, like my friend. In the traditional dating pipeline, what would be expected of him? Well, first, he'd have to spend some time making something happen. Maybe he has to go out to a bar on a Saturday night and rizz up a girl. And this...
He said rizz up a girl.
You see?
The terminology already. Well, let's continue.
This is hardly a sure thing, even at the local meat market. So he'll have to have the energy and the emotional resilience to deal with the rejection that inevitably stands between him and an actual prospect.
Oh,
let me stop right there. See, this is the issue with a lot of guys when they think about getting escorts, paying for pussy, and all this other stuff, right? Is that, and we'll take the call in a second, is this. You still, even if you're trying to get an escort, hold on, caller, we're gonna get you in a second. Even if you're trying to get an escort or a prostitute, you still have to quote unquote rizz up the chick, because just because a woman's an escort or a prostitute doesn't mean that she has to take you on. You know what I'm saying? So you can meet a woman who does that type of work and she can still reject your offer. doesn't mean that you're automatically going to get the girl. She can still say she's not interested in dealing with you because she may think you're a weirdo or whatever it is like that, and she's not really interested in dealing with you, and she'll get with somebody else. But we can take the call real quick. Let's go.
216, you're on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show?
Yes, my name is Derek. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I sent $5 to Lucario PayPal.
You said PayPal?
PayPal.
He said PayPal. And I got you. Appreciate it. So what's going on with you?
All right, so I have a question. The question came from last night's show about, you was talking to some guy, make sure you don't want to psychologically paralyze the sex sex. So I almost make sure for myself, even though I know I like women, and I express sexual too. I want to make sure I'm not pedestalizing her subconsciously. You think you can break that down for me so I can make sure I'm not doing it?
So wait, so what are you doing? What are you doing specifically?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know, because when I'm talking to him, I want to make sure that I'm like, okay, all right, what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just approaching him, saying, hey, you look sexy as hell. And then next, she give me a little bit of playback, and then I start going along with it. You know what I'm saying? Going along with trying to make it more flirtatious, but make sure that she's not leading it while I'm trying to hit on her. You know what I'm saying? Because girls get hit on every day. So
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm not subconsciously personalizing. You trying to get what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay, so then, what are you saying? Why do you think you're putting her on a pedestal? What makes you think what you're doing or saying or anything in an interaction you're dealing with women that you put her on a pedestal?
That's a good question. That's something I gotta think about, but I don't know just yet so far. But I want to make sure that I'm asking you to see if you can break it down, like an example, to make sure that I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously.
Can I break something down for you, caller? Can I break something down for you, caller?
Yeah, sure, man. Sure.
All right, so you know what we say, your language exposes you, right?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Can you answer the question?
I think I'm paralyzing pussy.
You know that we say your language exposes you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. I try to tell you guys about a masculine identity, right? Understand, everything on your identity card, is it information that you know, or is it information that you think or believe?
I know.
Okay, it's information that you know. Okay. Now, a nigga that knows something, is he trying to make sure of it?
Right, or does he know?
No.
Because you use the phrase, I'm trying to make sure, 3 different times describing your situation. Did you hear yourself?
I did hear me say, I did hear myself make sure. Yeah.
Okay, so a man who's trying to make sure, does it sound like he knows something, or does it sound like he think or believe? Or does it sound like whatever he think he know believe is shaky?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that guy thinks and believes instead of knowing.
Exactly. So that's the difference. Right. That's basically, maybe we could get into the details of what you're talking about, but I'm giving you the basic breakdown. You still trying to make sure of something that you should know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, we can't control necessarily what happens in a woman's mind, but we can control what happens in our mind as men.
Right.
Now, so it's either you know or you fucking don't. And let me tell you something. When you know something, bro, you behave differently than a man who thinks or believes.
Right.
You understand?
Okay.
So a man who knows doesn't have to make sure of shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is why he gives the woman instructions. Because I already know what I want to do with this woman. I already know what I want her to do with and for me.
Right.
Once I know that, all I have to do is give her instructions. Now, it's either she gonna follow the instructions or she's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I don't need to think, I don't need to believe, I don't need to quote unquote try to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Again, the woman that you're dealing with, it's either she's falling in line and she's not, bro. That's it.
Okay. So just pedalize myself subconsciously and mentally, just all the time, always about me, basically, right?
It's how could it ever be about anybody else? Are you living anyone else's life, or is anyone else living yours?
Right.
No, I'm living my own life.
Exactly. So how could it ever be about anyone else, bro? Even when you're dealing with a chick, how could it even be about her?
Right.
It's not about her.
Right.
It's not about her. It's about you. So this is what I'm saying. Stop trying to make sure and figure out how to know.
Okay.
Stop trying to make sure and figure out how to know. Until you really know, it really doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
You understand? Again, you know, this goes back to how you move as a man, bro. I'm telling you, like simple example. You know, a man who knows doesn't ask his wife, "Hey, babe, what do you want to eat tonight?" No, he tells her, "I got a spot. Be ready by this time," and that's that.
Right.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? A man who knows, he just moves differently, right? Because his thoughts, his words, and his actions are in line. Because he's sure of everything that comes from him. Because he understands his value and he understands his masculine identity.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Okay. All right, man.
All right, brother. We appreciate the call, man.
Yeah. All right, man. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the show, take notes, and try to be better.
All right.
And Lucario, I will get coaching, man. I will get coaching.
I
appreciate the show, man. All right. Respect.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to get back to the joint?
Yes. So we good on the calls?
Yeah, we good. Okay. Oh shit. All right. So we got 715-715. You're on live with Lucario Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show?
Name's Mutabazi.
Thanks. Got you on the PayPal. Thanks for the 10. All right, let's go. So what's going on with you, man?
What's going on, buddy?
No, I just called in to send my appreciation to you guys. I turned 25 on Sunday, and I was just reflecting on my life, this past year. And I just want to say I'm sending my gratitude to you guys for, I've been listening to you guys for over a year now, and my mindset has changed, and looking forward to making it better.
All right, that's great.
Next year, so.
That's great, man. Appreciate that.
That's what's up, man. Happy birthday and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. That's what's up. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
And,
all right.
Any questions at all, or you just wanted to say that real quick?
No, I just wanted to say my appreciation. That's it.
All right, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for listening to us, and thanks for using the information to improve and better your life, man. Because that's the only thing we do this for, man. All right,
absolutely.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. Thanks for the call. All right, respect. All right, so we good on calls.
All right, cool. So let's continue this. All right, here we go.
Or he'll have to spend time creating a dating profile on an app that won't land him in the invisible 90% functionally ignored by all women.
You see how he went from, so he said he'd have to make a dating app that's going to get him ignored by 90% of the women on the app. Notice every time when they talk about what you have to do, they go to the negative. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what he's talking about. They go to the negative of, oh, well, you're gonna fail, so this is why you shouldn't do it this way, or this is why you can't do it that way. You see what I'm saying? That's the number one issue with a lot of this stuff. It's always going to be this doom and gloom of, oh, well, don't do it this way, because if you do it this way, you're going to lose. You see what I'm saying? But let's continue.
And swiping on hundreds of accounts in order to get some matches. Either way, once he succeeds in getting a number, he'll need to spend more time playing the text game.
You see what I'm saying? What the fuck is the text game?
Yo.
Tell that woman, meet me Friday for drinks. What the fuck we talking about? But see, what I want to say is this, because what you're going to hear is a lot of stuff that shows a guy who doesn't actually have game. Because see, game is strategy. It's the skill and strategy to get what you want. See, when you have game, you're a man who has a plan and a program, which means that you create and build the strategy that you want. Exactly. What he's saying as a man, you are subject to the strategy that somebody else has built for you.
Right.
Which means you have no game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But let's bring it back a little bit. Here we go. Hold on.
% functionally ignored by all women and swiping on hundreds of accounts in order to get some matches.
Pause real
Either
quick.
way,
Please
once
pause it real quick. Please pause it. I want to listen, and I've mentioned this before, but I don't think. Oh shit! All right, so we got 929. Go ahead, man. Get 929. I hope I can remember my point.
Say it real quick, because you're gonna forget. Hold on, 929. Go ahead.
Hold on one second. I just want to remind and reiterate, guys, that if you notice, this dude is reading a script that he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
I keep reiterating to you guys that everything, like when y'all listen to us and y'all watch us, everything we say is pretty much off the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you understand the rules of the game, you understand how, even no matter what question y'all call in to ask, we're going to bring it right back to the game.
Exactly.
This nigga needs a script because he has an agenda in what he's trying to portray.
Right.
And this is the difference between us and these other niggas, bro. This is the difference between us and these other cats on the internet. They have an agenda they're trying to portray, so they have to write it in a script because they understand they need to shape the thoughts in a certain way to get to the weak-minded dudes that they talking to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When we speak for ourselves. If you get it, then game recognize game, and so be it. That's why we speak off the dome, but we don't write no script. We come up with a topic and we just chop it up off the dome. I just want y'all to realize the difference between us and them, because they're not like us. They're not like us.
Facts. Shout out to Kendrick. But caller, what's going on? What's poppin'? Where'd you send your donation?
929. Name a city and where'd you send your support for the show? 929. Going once. 929. What's going on? Yo, do you have us on speaker or Bluetooth or some shit? All right, so 646. You are on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city, and where did you send your support for the show?
Oh shit, hey yo, Sean, it's ready, right? Yo, words going, my bad, Sean. I thought today was Sunday, my nigga.
Oh
words
yeah.
Going. Yo, I'm gonna call y'all niggas back Sunday. I gotta tell y'all, Sean. I'm gonna call y'all niggas Sunday, Sean.
All right, Sean. Yo, thanks for your call, Sean. I talked to you on Sunday, Sean.
No doubt, Sean.
All right, so we good on the calls right now?
Yeah, we good on calls unless 929 won't call back. But guys, I want y'all to pay attention to his eyes. He's reading something.
Right.
He's reading something that he wrote. Or somebody wrote. Who you can't tell with these niggas, bro.
Right.
You can't tell with these niggas because you don't know if it's some fucking, elite people who trying to reduce, do population control to keep women and men at odds with each other to reduce the population, or to make men go their own way and end up being that other way, or whatever it is. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In his eyes, he's reading, and I know y'all can't see my eyes, but Miles, we can't see your eyes. You be wearing shades in the house. We don't know if you reading something. Well, nigga, I ain't reading shit. And look at Lucario's eyes. You know, Lucario ain't reading shit.
Exactly. And we go off the cuff when motherfuckers call in. You know what I'm saying? So you know how that is. No, that's a fact. But let's continue this shit.
If he succeeds in getting a number, he'll need to spend more time playing the text game in order to help the woman feel sufficiently.
Yeah, I can see his eyes.
You see what I'm saying?
Like he has probably bullet points or some shit or whatever. Crazy, hilarious.
Safe and
wait. Hold on. Let's back up real quick. He said they need to do the text game to do what? Hold on.
Ignored by all women and swiping on hundreds of accounts in order to get some matches. Either way, once he succeeds in getting a number, he'll need to spend more time playing the text game in order to help the woman feel sufficiently safe.
You see what I'm saying? Guys, I've told you this a bazillion. You do not. It is not your job to make a woman feel safe.
Right.
It is your job to be yourself, attract the women who are attracted to you, and they will automatically feel safe in your presence because they're attracted to you. You understand? When women say shit like, I can't meet you at this coffee shop in broad daylight at 2 p.m. because I don't feel safe, they're basically saying, talk to me on the app or on the phone more so I can get some of your non-sexual attention. That safe shit is not the thing. See, it's not like you said, hey, meet me in an alleyway 2 a.m. in the morning in this dark fucking alley. And no, you're saying meet me 2 p.m. for coffee in front of everybody.
Right.
And so that safe shit is a lot of times her giving an excuse to get more attention out of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because what you guys gotta understand, when you're on these dating apps and you're setting up a date or whatever, when a woman is interested in seeing you, she don't need to even talk to you. You just tell her, hey, meet me at this day. You confirm the day and she meets you. What are we talking about?
Bro.
But see, you would need to have game and actually experience to understand it. But this is what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Niggas ask me that shit all the time. Wait, so you don't text her during the week? Wait, so how do you see? There's so many things to that, because a lot of the reason why y'all niggas think y'all gotta text a chick the whole fucking week before the date is because number one, you're afraid she might lose interest and go with someone else. But check this out: when you got game, knowledge, yourself, and confidence, you don't care.
Exactly.
You don't care. So all I need to tell you is Thursday, 7 p.m. This is the location, and that's it. If you end up changing your mind, then that's on you. I have nothing to do with that, and it doesn't faze me either way. These niggas, hey, good morning, beautiful, and blah blah blah. What'd you eat today? And blah. What? I'm not. You don't deserve that type of time from me. I don't know you.
Exactly.
I don't know you, but a lot of these cats, again, they don't understand their value, so they give so much to the female, and then that is exactly the type of energy that will have the chick flake on you, because she fucking sucked all the energy from you all week.
Exactly.
From you texting her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Then she siphoned your energy, your masculine, non-sexual energy, your texting, emojis and make me laugh and worry about my day and all of this shit and what did I eat and how's work going? How was your day? And bro, how was your day? Do you know the type of how was your day? Do you know how was your day? When a man asks a woman how was your day, do you know how serious that is?
Exactly.
First of all, for me to ask you, second of all, for me to care, third of all, for me to actually go back and forth with you talking about your day.
Right. Listen and actually be attentive and respond to what you're saying and be concerned about what's happening in your life.
Y'all niggas don't value your fucking time. You don't value your own goddamn life.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give a perfect stranger the how was your day talk?
Crazy.
Y'all niggas, y'all niggas. When a woman gets all of that from you, she doesn't need to see you Friday.
Exactly. Exactly.
When she gets all of that from you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she does not need to see you on Friday because she literally got everything she wanted from you.
Exactly.
You stupid. You're like, y'all. That's what, man.
Because the fact that you even are engaging with her, and usually it's guys will do it automatically, but sometimes it's upon her request that you have this conversation. You feel what I'm saying? And then so what happens is that y'all motherfuckers already are in a situation where you're following her lead and playing her game. Because most of you guys who talk to the women, y'all don't even want to talk to them. So why are you talking to them? Because you think she wants you to, which means you're playing her game. You see what I'm saying?
See, like you said, you have to play the text game to make her feel, somewhat comfortable.
Safe, right. So I'm saying this shit crazy. Let's continue.
Some matches. Either way, once he succeeds in getting a number, he'll need to spend more time playing the text game in order to help the woman feel sufficiently safe and sufficiently attracted, which is not an easy balance.
He says sufficiently attractive, so now you gotta talk to the. Come on, man. Let's take the call real quick. And
we got 202. You're on live with Lakari Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your support for the show?
Oh, good afternoon, Stefan. I live in Maryland, and I'm 30. I sent it to both of you, Mr. Lucario, and you as well, Miles.
All right.
Okay, got you. Appreciate it.
Real quick, I'll probably call in also along with Ready Rock on Sunday to ask a question, but I was just saying pretty much it was just super funny. Shout out to Miles. I sent the text stream. I actually did charge a young lady today within the first minute. I pulled out the chair for her to sit at the bar.
Right.
And then she got up from the bar, walked over to the table, said, I don't want to sit here. I'm sitting at the table.
Right.
So I shook her hand and I told her, take care, all the best.
Oh, my God.
But I was like, I never thought I'd have to.
My nigga.
I love it.
My nigga.
Oh, and then to Miles, she looked good.
Right.
You know, she looked good because I met her in the street earlier that week to pick up the number.
Right.
But you know what I mean, you got to move based on, as you all were saying, you got to stand on your square. So just had to shout out to Miles. I never thought that I'd have to be in that situation too.
Nah, real talk, bro. Real talk. You pulled out the chair, you invited her to the spot, and now she wanna act like she wanna run the show. It don't work that way, bro.
See, there was a wise man named Kenneth Lamar who said, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Bitches too. Sometimes you got to pop out and show bitches. Like,
exactly.
I'm just curious. What was her expression? Like, how did she respond to you charging her immediately after she wouldn't sit down?
Actually, so she was at first shocked, and I guess the spot that I had picked, is somewhere that she had gone to often. So I guess she knew the people there, so she probably even felt a little bit worse about the situation.
Right.
Because immediately she texted me, "What'd I do? What was wrong?" And I was like, "Look, we're not matched." She's like, I'm like, "I don't even owe you an explanation."
Right.
I just told her it was based on her behavior. We're just not going to connect. So
all
the best, you know.
Wow. And you see,
I love it. That's some man shit right there. That's man shit right there. I love it.
And listen, and you see, the thing is, notice she didn't even know what she did wrong.
Right.
This guys, listen. Look, oh my God. This is a great example of a red flag showing itself. And if it goes unchecked, that will be how your relationship will be moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because bro, you invite a woman out, you pull out a chair for her to sit. She literally goes, how the fuck does that even work?
Mm-hmm.
I invite you to a place. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. You look great. Oh, you smell good. All right. Let me pull out this chair. Yeah, you have a seat right here. And she just walks to another area of the place how does that work? A man pulls out a chair for a woman and she just walks to another place in the venue?
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
No, I want to sit over here. What? That doesn't make any sense to me, bro. And then see, she doesn't think, and this is why it's so important, guys, because she doesn't think she did anything wrong. However, her thinking she didn't do anything wrong means that not only did she not do anything wrong, but this is how it's supposed to be and how it's going to be moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that? So if you had actually capitulated to what she wanted and just went over there and sat where she wanted to sit, that would have, let's just say for whatever reason, let's fast forward the clock a couple months and y'all got into a relationship. That's the relationship, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You pulling out chairs and her just going over to sit wherever the fuck she want to sit because she doesn't give a fuck about what you want, what you say, your leadership, nothing. Like your masculinity means absolutely nothing to her. If your masculinity, your leadership means nothing to a woman, you should not be with that woman.
Exactly.
And that is
100%.
And guys, I'm telling you, everything starts as a fucking snowflake, but as it starts rolling down the hill, it turns into a goddamn boulder of ice.
Right. Real talk.
Man, guys, we can't miss these red flags. When the chick don't want to listen, you got to leave her where she stands because it's not going to end well for you at all.
Right.
And bro, and the fact that you said she probably don't think, no. The fact that she texted you and said, what was the matter? Like the fact that she don't have no idea what she did wrong, that's crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of other niggas would have let her get away with that.
Exactly.
And so this is why checking a woman is a privilege, because now she has to figure out what she did wrong.
Right.
And in most cases, she's not even gonna figure it out. She's gonna just keep making the same mistakes, which means she's gonna meet another guy. She's gonna tell another guy, "Oh, I'm gonna sit over here," and he's gonna follow her. And then what's gonna happen is she's gonna stay in the realm of dealing with guys who are losers, guys who are beta males, guys who are gonna follow her, kiss her ass, and suck her butt. And she's gonna be like, "Damn it, why can't I find a guy I'm really attracted to?" And she's gonna stay in that loop until she actually follows the lead. That's what's gonna happen. That's how it works.
Yo, man, that's crazy. But Caller, you did exactly the right thing. Keep standing on your masculine identity, and it's sadly it's the ones that you're attracted to too.
Right.
Sadly, exactly. The ones that you're attracted to.
100%, 100%,
And yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean I was gonna say because from a physical standpoint, the body was was wild. Like,
yes.
I peeped her when I was just walking. I was in downtown Silver Spring.
Yeah.
Peeped her, went up, talked, and made the date. Thought everything was cool, but did the confirmation like Mr. Lucario said day before. But came out and it was just 1 minute in, I was out.
1 minute in. See,
that's standing on business. Because that's the test right there. The test is, yo, she looked good too, but fuck it, I gotta stand on my shit. That's man shit right there, where it's like, yo, because what happened is that you chose yourself over the woman, which is how it's always supposed to be. Always. That's how it happens. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's the game in real time applied, man. So shout out to you, man. Congratulations to you, brother.
Facts.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Just had to call out and say that because I know you talked about it. I never thought it would be me, but it definitely happened. So that's just how it goes.
That's what's up, man. All right, take it easy, brother. And look, look, and what do we know? We know that we can talk to women. We know that we can attract another date. We know it's possible because we've done it. So there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to feel sad about or, oh man, these women out here, bro. Just just replicate what you did. It's nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Just whole other one that's just as bad or even hotter, and it's going to be more cooperative, and it's going to be what it is going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. All right.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro.
Peace. Yes, sir.
Sometimes it fills me with a lot of humble pride.
Right.
There's actually some dudes out here that get it, bro.
Real motherfuckers out there. That's what I'm talking about. Some real motherfuckers. Because the Simps would have been like, but bro, you should have made her comfortable, man. You got to build rapport. You left pussy on the table, bro. You got to build rapport and get her comfortable and make her feel safe and attracted, like the doctor said. But let's continue with this shit. Hold on, this is crazy. All right, here we go.
Balance to strike to meet up for an actual date. Of course, he'll be expected to plan the date, which will almost certainly occur at some neutral location as opposed to his house, several days.
You see how he makes it sound like you're just subject to, like someone has written a blueprint that you just have to follow. He's like, oh, you're good. And the way he said, well, he has to plan the date. Nigga, you should want to plan the date. What the fuck you mean? He make it sound like a burden. Like, oh, he needs to just plan. He's gonna have to plan it. Nigga, you should want to plan the date. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. But let's continue.
Or even weeks out. On the date, he'll be expected to cover all the expenses, but as we'll see, this is the most inexpensive part of dating for him. The meeting itself will probably last 2, maybe 3 hours.
What? What? Yo, niggas is out here going on dates for 3 hours? First dates, 3 hours. Listen, if you spend 3 hours with a chick, that's already too much time. Let's just take it for 2 hours. If you spending 2 hours with a chick, that must mean y'all was fucking. Because I don't understand what the fuck 2 hours is where there ain't no fucking involved. 3 hours? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers out here is wild. But again, it's this thing where guys feel like they're subject to, what society has told them or whatever, I guess. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck these guys talk about, but let's continue.
With potentially an hour of commuting to and from the location.
What? Nigga! What do you mean an hour commuting to and from the location?
Yo.
So the date is 3 hours and 2 hours on top of that going and coming? So about 5 hours?
Yo.
What are we talking? Nigga, tell the chick to come to your spot. Or I should say, tell the chick to come to a place near your spot.
Right.
Like, bro, you could say, listen, come meet me here. Here is literally a few blocks from your house or a 2 to 5 minute drive from your place.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If that, what are we talking about here? 2 hours, an hour going, an hour coming? No. Let her come to you.
The only way is if like you yourself live far away from like the places that you like to go to.
Right, exactly.
Like there's like, cause you have some situations where, especially in like middle America in some of these towns,
Mhm.
where you might live on the outskirts of town and everything is popping downtown.
Right, so you go to that spot because that's the spot you like to go to. So you
like,
have to do it. Right.
So you be like, yo, meet me at this spot, and then you driving maybe 20 minutes, 15,
Mhm.
20 minutes to the spot downtown or whatever it is, because that's just the way your city's set up or whatever. And those are the spots that you like to go. But the bottom line is, make sure they're the spots that you like to go, because if you on a date and like with the last caller, you pull out the seat and she don't want to sit down, you end the date and then you start hollering at other joints in the spot.
Exactly.
Because this is a place that you go to often.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But yo, see it again, blind leading the blind. Guys like this that's why so many guys think that going out, meeting women, dating, and they think that is so much of a demand on their time because they're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
You're doing it you're doing it all wrong. Bro, in a 3-hour span, you should be able to have 2 to 3 dates depending.
Exactly, right.
Bro, you should be able to schedule like an after work 6:30, 7 o'clock meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Then you should be able to, then 7:30, 8 o'clock, or
Mhm.
even 8:30, and then you should be able to get like a 9:30, 10 o'clock joint.
Right.
Sometimes even later, depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to get 2 to 3. You should be able to schedule like 2 to 3 dates.
Right.
You understand? And I've done it before. And because I've let a chick know, all right, so we about to wrap things up. Can I walk you to your car? And they're like, oh wow, is the date over? I'm like, yeah, I gotta. Sometimes I even let them know, like especially when the date don't go well, and it's like I don't give.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like you could just straight be honest. I'm like, yeah, I got another date after this.
They're right. You'd be like, what? Really?
Like I already know this is not happening. So I'm just letting you let it be known that I gotta walk you to your car because I got another date in about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So like guys, this is why we talk about a program. This is why we talk about a lifestyle. This is why we talk about setting certain standards in your own life and doing things a certain way based on what you need.
Right.
You don't need to be spending 3 hours with a strange woman who, and that's another thing too. A lot of you guys don't realize when a woman is not attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there trying to grow on her like fungus. Why?
Mm-hmm.
When women like you, my nigga, bro, some of the ways women have looked at me and let me know that it's time to go.
You're right. Exactly.
I almost felt like I've almost felt like the bitch. Like, damn, bitch, like,
don't you want to sit here and get to know me? Don't you care?
I'm over here talking about, don't you want to build rapport? This bitch is knocking the drink back. Like, look, it's time to go.
Right. Like I'm trying to get this dirt. You feel what I'm saying?
Dick is a gift.
Bro, yo, y'all niggas out here is 3 hours on a date, 3 hours with the same girl on a date. Y'all niggas is crazy.
I don't understand that shit, man.
Nigga.
I do not understand that shit.
I've been on dates. As soon as that first hug, I had a date. I remember a particular date. I had a date. The first hug, she never took her hand from around my waist.
Oh my goodness.
Never took a hand from around my waist. And then I blinked and we was back in my apartment, bro.
That's
you
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all niggas is out here spending 3 hours on a date. Come on, man. Come on.
There was a chick I used to smash, and she told me she went out on a date with this dude, and she said that they were out at the spot for 7 hours. You understand? And then they went back to her place and smashed, and he was there till like 4 a.m.
Damn.
And I said, she's like, oh, I really like him. I said, that's not gonna last, right? I was like, I'm just being honest with you. That ain't gonna last. Because I said, any nigga that's gonna spend that much time with you, and I flipped. I said it to her like this. I said, because she's like, oh, but I think he really likes me. I said, no. I'm not talking about him. I said, you're not going to like this nigga. I said, any nigga that spends that much time with you, you don't even know it yet. I'm telling you, you're not. And then it's funny because she hit me up. Yeah, like, and this is like maybe a month and a half later. Oh, you remember that guy? Yeah. I know this. This is what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Call me now. My name is Cleo. I can give you a reading.
Right. I already knew. I'm like,
Lucario's a psychic. How did he know?
The game. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, man. I was like, come on, man. This is a rap. This is a fucking rap. Bro. Crazy. But let's continue the shit.
So he likely has to block off an entire evening and busy.
Yo, imagine blocking off an entire evening for a woman that you don't even know. This is what I'm saying. Doesn't it like hurt your soul when you hear all this shit? Like when niggas ain't got no game, it just hurts my soul, man. Hurts my soul. You know when you see like somebody getting domestically abused, like physically abused, and they come in with the black eyes and shit, and you just look at them, you're like, oh my God, this is so sad. That's how I feel when I see niggas with no game.
It's hurt my heart.
Exactly, like this is so sad. Like, like why are you allowing this person to do this? What is going on? Well, let's continue.
Successful men may only get one evening off a week, if that. And given all this time and effort and expense, there is, of course, absolutely no guarantee that the man will even be attracted to the woman in question, let alone succeed in securing a sexual encounter. And irrespective of the moral or ethics involved, this is frustrating because since men attempt to exchange resources for sexual opportunity in the sexual marketplace.
Damn, he just called all of y'all trick ass niggas. He said y'all trade resources for sex in the sexual marketplace. Don't let that, listen, let's back it up because I want y'all to notice what he said. Yo. He's calling y'all tricks. Let's hear it again.
To the woman in question, let alone succeed in securing a sexual encounter. And irrespective of the moral or ethics involved, this is frustrating because since men attempt to exchange resources for sexual opportunity in the sexual marketplace.
Damn, this nigga. Yo, doctor, why you had to do it to them?
I thought you was the only one calling them tricks out here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, the doctor is telling them that they tricks. God damn. The doctor was like, yo, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. God damn it. This is crazy. Let's continue.
This is why he's there. So even if we ignore all the monetary expenses associated with the date itself, which are potentially not insignificant, a 3-hour date bookended by an hour of travel at $1,300 an hour is $5,200.
Oh my God.
This is what I call nerd logic. But go ahead.
Can I say this real quick? Oh my God. Now listen. I want you guys to notice that there's a difference between money and value.
Mm-hmm.
Notice what the man just said. He said that with this man, his time being worth $1,300 an hour. For 4 hours, that's $5,000 or whatever. Fine. But do you notice if I know that my time has a dollar sign on it and I'm still giving it to a stranger,
right?
At 4 hours a clip, how much? I know what my time is worth monetarily.
Mm-hmm.
But how much value do I put on my time if I'm willing to give it to a woman that I don't know?
Exactly.
Do you guys see this?
Exactly.
He literally put a monetary value on a man's time per hour, but you're still giving it to a woman that you don't really know, that probably is not sexually attracted to you and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he's talking about driving an hour home. So that means The chick don't even fucking like him. The 3-hour date is over, and he's driving back home by himself. Guys, there's a difference between money and value, and this is the part. This is why that whole high value man shit don't make no fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you guys misconstrue looks, money, and status. This is why you guys, when we try to tell you guys about game, knowledge of self, confidence, value, knowing who you are, and all of those things, you look at us like we're crazy. But there is definitely a difference between value and money. He just fucking proved it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he described a man who is being frivolous with his time, even though his time is worth this amount of money, $1,300 an hour, and he's still being frivolous with his fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
And you know what's funny about what he's saying, which is sort of like a logical fallacy, because he's saying that his time is worth $1,300 an hour that $1,300 an hour occurs based on being hired to coach or to be a lawyer or to give services.
Right.
So based on his logic, then that would mean that he is working 24 hours a day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because if me taking time away to do something else means I'm losing money within that hour, then that means within that hour I should be making money.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm not making money 24 hours a day, then that's a logical fallacy, because what that means is that the time I would have spent dealing with that woman, even if it was for an hour, would be an hour that I was not working. If we go with the logic of, or the logical fallacy of, well, he's working 24 hours a day, then that means he doesn't have time for women, period. So which one is it? Do you have time to deal with women or do you not? Because if you're wasting money dealing with these women by just dealing with them, period, because your time is money at all times,
right,
then there would make no sense for you to deal with women in the first place, because then what that means is, and I think this is what he's trying to allude to, is that, well, if I'm losing money because I'm working 24 hours a day and I'm just losing all this money, let me just give it to the escort.
Right.
Probably what he's trying to allude to. You feel what I'm saying? Well, let's continue. Let's see what he's talking about. Shit is crazy.
This means this guy is paying $5,000 in terms of the cost to his time to go on a date with you. And this does not include any of the time and effort that went into securing the date. This may come as a shock, but most women do not just show up into a man's life with an intention to make his life easier.
What? He said, wait, let's rewind that again. Hold on.
Went into securing the date. This may come as a shock, but most women do not just show up into a man's life with an intention to make his life easier. For most men, it's a lot of fucking work to get sex and relationships from women.
See, he's half right, because it is a lot of work when you ain't got no game.
Right.
When you have game, it's easy. Okay, we just had a dude call in. He said he approached the girl, set the date. He went on the date. He ended the date in a minute.
Right.
How hard is that?
In 1 minute.
How much work is that?
In 1 minute.
You see what I'm saying? That's not a lot of work. That's not that hard. So when you have a program, what it does is that it creates a system for you to be able to navigate so that this won't be hard work, because everything is set in place. You don't even listen. This is what's so cool about having a program and understanding game. You don't even need to think. You understand? Like, you don't have to think. So what that means is, listen, the rule is, the program is, the structure is, if a woman cooperates, I do this. If she's uncooperative, I do that. So now I'm on the date. I tell the girl, hey, sit over here. She's like, I don't want to do it. Oh, she's being uncooperative. I'm going to do this. We're done. Like, what is, like, how hard is that? That's the game right there. Like, you already know what you need to do. You don't even need to think.
You don't need to.
Even if you don't remember, you can fucking write that shit down. Let me take out my flip book. Let me take out my notes. Oh, so, okay. The girl says, I don't want to sit. You say, hold on 1 second. Let me check something real quick. All right, this date is over. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I don't understand. Like, it gives you the blueprint right there when you have a program. When you're a man. Like, what are we talking about, man? Shit is crazy, but let's do.
You hear a lot about the emotional labor that women perform for men. But it's absolutely true that men perform a great deal of emotional labor for women. It's just that the man's labor typically has to do with getting laid and securing and maintaining the relationship. To do this, men often have to be charming or funny or cool. They have to.
They gotta have game? Is that what he's saying? That's what it sounds like.
To stimulate your emotions and arouse your attraction. They have to listen to you talk about your day and care about the woman inside your body. And they have to do all this without giving the slightest impression that this is in any way work for them, or that they could possibly want to do literally anything else with their time and attention.
See, and see, this is what we're saying. These dudes be doing shit they know they don't want to do just to get the woman. That means you have no game.
Right.
See, game is when you have a strategy to get what you want on your terms. Key thing is on your terms.
Thanks.
So if you're doing all this shit that you don't want to do to try to get a woman, you ain't got no game. It's that simple. Let's continue.
Because if you get the impression that they're just doing this because it works and not because they authentically want to do it, you won't fuck them.
So he's saying that if the woman knows he's doing it not because he wants to do it, but because it works, quote unquote, then you want to the woman won't want to have sex with them. You see what I'm saying? So again, he's saying a lot of these guys will do shit because they are outcome dependent and they think by doing this, I'm going to get the pussy or get the girl, which means that they're not actually standing on anything as far as having an identity and being a man. They're doing shit because they think that doing this, this, and this is going to get me the pussy. Even though the this, and this, I don't want to do none of that shit.
Right.
So, for example, a guy will be on a date like that girl and he'll say, hey, let's sit over here. She's like, no, I want to sit over there. And he'll go and he'll sit with her where she wants to sit because he figures, well, let me do all of this hard emotional labor to get to the pussy. This is terrible. Well, let's continue. It's almost done.
This is not easy to do. Even the most successful Casanovas strike out more often than they get on base. Women are extremely complex, and most men do not even begin to approach an understanding of how you operate. In any case, dating you requires a lot of time, energy, money, and emotional resilience. And if you're working 80 hours a week...
And you know what's funny? He's talking to women, but the issue is that women, they're not in a position for this type of information. Meaning that he's telling women, you guys need to understand what these guys are doing to try to get you, and they're working 80 hours a week, and they got blah 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 blah. The women don't give a shit about that shit, and they're not going to change based on this information because there's no need to change because they can't change. Right. See, this is what a lot of guys in the red pill and all these other niggas don't understand. Women trying to get women to change is like trying to get a cat to bark. It's not going to happen. You need to have awareness to understand dealing with a fucking cat. And you need to understand that what your position is. That's the thing that a lot of these guys don't get, but let's continue.
Week, you just might not have the bandwidth for that. Dating just feels like another job, but a job that you pay to work.
He's saying that dating is like a job that guys pay to work. Guys, this is what we're saying. When you guys when you don't have game, you gravitate to conversations like this.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? This is crazy, but it's almost done. It's like 2 seconds left.
I understand that women have their own frustrations with the dating process, but that's not why we're here today. We're looking at dating from the perspective of successful men in these episodes. We'll get back to you later.
All right. Now, What I want to show you guys is this. Let me take this off real quick. And I just want to play another video of his really quick. And I'm only going to play the beginning because that's only the only part that we need to hear. Because the beginning might sound familiar. You understand what I'm saying? But what's interesting is at the beginning of this video is what was weird is that it sounds familiar, but then it's kind of incongruent with the advice that he's giving just in general, because it's like, how do you say what you're saying? So this video right here is called Women Are a Roll of the Dice, the Fundamental Rule of Gambling. So basically in this video, he's talking about, getting with women is like gambling and so forth and so on and all this other shit. But we're not going to get it. I'm just only going to play like maybe the first minute or two because I want you to hear.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is women are a roll of the dice. Okay, men, this episode is for you. As I've previously discussed, dating is an extended hiring process in which you, the man, are the employer, because you, the man, are in a position to extend an offer to the woman and not the other way around. This means that dating is really an opportunity to surreptitiously vet a woman for the relationship position of your choosing.
Ooh.
For better or for worse, your capacity to do this will be compromised by...
Now, first, I want you to notice he said vet a woman, but let's continue.
The fact that you will likely be attracted to the woman you are vetting. And attraction does all kinds of things to your perception. The more you are attracted, the more distorted your perception becomes. This is why I generally recommend that men do not make any kind of long-term, life-changing commitments to a woman for at least 12 months.
Oh, what does that sound like? Oh, so you shouldn't actually make a girl your girlfriend until at least 12 months? What does that sound like? How long have we been saying this? Let me see. Well, hold on. Let me see. When did he come out with this? 7 days ago?
Oh, my God.
What does that sound like?
Oh, my God.
Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys, see, this is the thing.
And wait. And he's a doctor. Just reiterate. He's a doctor.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show y'all that, because what's funny is that dudes will listen to him, and this is not anything on him in particular, but what I want you guys to understand is this. Like you said, he's a doctor. So we would say some shit, Lucario Miles, what are you talking about? That's crazy. You can't do that and blah, blah, blah. But they will listen to him and take the advice from him. You understand? We know why, though. You understand? We ain't got to get into why, but we know why. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I just wanted to show you that real quick, just to get you guys to understand. But what's interesting about that is that he's saying that to vet the woman for, a year at least, right? But his other advice is counter to that advice. Because what are you vetting her on? You're out here paying for escorts. Some calls, guys. You guys call up.
All right, 330. You're on live with Orion Miles. Name, age, city. Where did you send your donation?
What's cracking, fellas? This is Jay Sean, 31, Akron, Ohio.
Hey.
I sent the cash out to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up.
Psych Hacks got half a million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Video has over 105,000 views. Wow.
Exactly.
And he's starting off the shit without shit.
Put in his sources.
Yo, for real, these niggas start putting their sources, bro. For real, like footnotes and shit. Back in the day, niggas had to write a bibliography. Remember that shit?
Right.
Bibliography.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, what's going on, Jay Sean?
I know there's a delay. I wanted to wait until I called. Mr. Lucario, did you finish your point? I didn't want to.
Oh no, yeah, I'm finished. Go ahead. You good?
Okay, so I got a serious question for y'all. So I'm a baby to the game. I'm not afraid to admit it. All right. I am planning to embark on like a multi-state. Y'all know about van life?
Yeah. When people live in a van and they go to different states. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So I plan on doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm building a fleet of vans. I got like I do Uber and everything. I'm renting vehicles out to drivers and shit like that.
Okay.
But I always want to travel the country doing the van life deal. So my question to y'all, I need advice. What's the best way to word this without sounding like a creep? I want to get some cheeks, right? So if I go up to a chick, you know what I'm saying, I'm out kicking and whatnot, how to get her to the van without sounding like a kidnapper?
He gonna be like, girl, check this out. You want to get my van? You and two strong men? See, I don't know about that's Eminem shit. But anyway, so this is the thing, bro. Is what I would say is within your conversation, you know, you got to talk about that. Just like how you told us, like, hey, I'm doing this van life shit, you know, this is what I do, blah, blah, blah. Right. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then within that, as you're interacting with her, talking to her, then you say, hey, you know, come through and, you know what I'm saying? And we'll chill. But what I would say is that if you're going to do that, if you're going to chill, right? Chill at a spot where it's, you know, like an open place. You understand? Like, don't take your shit in the middle of nowhere. You feel what I'm saying?
Like by the beach, by the water, by the river, or something like that. But here's what I'd say though: don't call it a van.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call it a van. Just say, hey, come back to my place, or hey, let's go someplace a little bit more comfortable.
Right.
You understand?
Okay.
Or
okay.
yeah,
I
my
got
place
this decked out too.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you know, and hey, I really want you to see my place because I got it decked out. Exactly. That's the type of shit that you say. Just don't refer to it as a van. That's all. You know, just because if let's just say earlier in the conversation or on the date or whatever, you mentioned to her that you are living the somebody said but if you mentioned to her previously that you are doing the van life, right? Mm-hmm. That's no problem. But when it's time for you to make the invitation, just say, come back to my place. You see what I'm saying? Don't call it a van, right? And then from there, and then just be like, look, I'd really love to show you how I got my place decked out. And then she'll be thinking, oh, right, he's living the van life, and he probably got some cute like little things, or maybe you got your shit hooked up with I don't know what you really got, but if you got a place to lay down, you got a place to play video games or whatever the fuck, I don't know what you got going on. But a lot of people be doing some really cool shit with like vans and those Sprinter buses and little trucks. And I've seen videos where people took a old school bus and turned that shit into a fucking mobile home and shit. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of interesting things with that. But again, lead with the interesting aspect of your lifestyle. You understand? And it's not a van, it's your place. It's where you live. So invite her back to your place. Invite her, or like I said, invite her to some place where y'all could get a little bit more comfortable. You should, you know, talk about it like that. And also make sure your shit is really decked out and clean and it smells good and all that cool shit. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
See, this is why I needed to call in and talk to y'all, because I didn't even, you know, speaking about this shit out loud, now it's making sense. But when internal conversations take place,
right,
like shit, and I don't want to focus on the keyword van, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And here's another thing you got to remember, bro, because you talking, look, there was one time where I had a warehouse apartment. You understand? And it was kind of creepy. The only reason I say it's kind of creepy is because it was literally a fucking warehouse. You understand? But here's what I did. I had it, like you said, I had it decked out nicely.
Right.
You understand? Because when you were entering my place, it was like you was walking into a plaza, a storefront to a plaza.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But you walk in and you see the nice spot, and then I had like a little bedroom and shit, and the shit was nice, and I had the mood lighting set up and all that cool shit. So, I never got any complaints, and I never got any woman talking about, oh my god, why you brought me here? It's creepy, this, that, and the third. No, you have to be confident about your own shit,
right?
And let me tell you something else. During the time that we was editing Game Kings 1. Guess who came to visit me, slept on a fucking air mattress in that same space, and was fucking bitches like on a nightly basis?
Stupid.
Orion?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was somebody.
No, not Lucario. It's just somebody else. Like, look just like him.
Okay.
But the bottom line of what I'm trying to explain to you is that it doesn't matter what your place, bro. It's niggas out there getting pussy on fucking dirty mattresses in the middle of the floor in the project somewhere with rats and roaches and shit.
True.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
And them niggas is getting it. And it's actually niggas in dirty fucking vans getting pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not really. Remember, when a woman is attracted to you, you could bring her to a fucking. Bro, I fuck chicks in construction sites.
Exactly.
On cardboard, literally. I fucked women on cardboard. I fucked in the woods. Listen, when a woman is fucking with you, bro, it really doesn't matter. You just got to know that she's fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Remember, a man who a woman is unattracted to is always creepy.
Right.
Facts.
But a nigga that she's attracted to could say the same shit.
Right. And do the same shit.
Like she'd be like, "Ooh, yes, I want to do that."
Mm-hmm.
You know, some little nigga with no confidence and no game, he comes up to him and be like, "Excuse me, I was thinking that it would be cool if I licked your asshole." And the girl is like, "Oh, get away from me! That's so creepy! Oh my god, how could you say that to me? Get away from me! Someone get this guy! Oh my god!" Blah, blah, blah. And then some other nigga come to me like, "Yo, hey, what's up, bitch? You kind of good though." She's like, "Oh, word." She's like, oh, I'm trying to put my tongue right between your butt cheeks, bitch. Like, what's going on? Ooh, word, you trying to do that? Ooh, you nasty. I'm trying to find out though. I'm trying to find out. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't fucking matter, bro. The bottom line is making sure that she's feeling you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you are ashamed of your place of dwelling, then she'll follow your lead.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But if you know if you live in a van life and you chilling and that's what you do and that's what you're about, then just lead with that. But like I said, you don't have to call it your van. Be like, hey, come back to my van. Like, no, hey, come back to my place. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Because like when I was out and about doing my thing, I didn't say, hey, come back to my warehouse apartment.
Mm-hmm.
No, not even that. Come back to my room in a warehouse. That's literally what it was. It was a room in a fucking warehouse. I never said those things. I said, yo, come back to my place or come back to my apartment or come back to where I live. You see what I'm saying? So you got to, your language is important. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate it. Yeah, because, even when I'm Ubering, like I said, I got this bitch decked out. You know what I'm saying? I be, my passengers be trying to fuck, So exactly. I know he ain't like on some creepy shit, but I just know the connotation with van, you know what I mean? But
exactly.
No, what you're saying makes perfect sense. So, and I'm gonna call it the pussy wagon. You know what I'm talking
about? Shout out to Kill Bill. Shout out to Quentin Tarantino. Exactly.
So that's all I wanted to.
But on some other shit though, Jay Sean, like because you my nigga, I fucks with you. Be careful out there, my brother. Like make sure you park and sleep or whatever you doing in safe surroundings, well lit areas and areas that that you're safe and secure. Keep the doors locked, shit like that. Like I'm not even joking.
And after you smash the chicks, send them a text and be like, "Hey, I had a good time," blah blah blah, and all that other shit, and have them respond to you. You feel what I'm saying? So you have record. So like, if a chick go missing, it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? You got evidence that like, yo, this chick texted me at this time, and she was safe. You feel me? So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
And make sure you pay attention to the guidelines for that type of stuff. Certain areas are restricted, and certain areas are better than others. You might want to. I used to always see shit. Like I said, I used to live in a warehouse. I used to always see. And it was an industrial area, right? Mm-hmm. So I used to always see the truck drivers park up in around where I lived. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, just understand the guidelines of each state that you go into, and make sure you're doing the right thing, and make sure you're safe. All right.
Okay, I appreciate it, fellas. Thank
y'all.
The rest of y'all Friday, and take it easy.
All right, you too, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support. All right, and we got 301. You're on live with Lucario and Miles. Name, age, city.
God is good. Call up. God is good. We got to talk about this.
And where did you send your support for the show? 301. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I sent it to Mr. Lucario
Right.
I'm
On
my name
the
is
Cash App?
I'm from Maryland.
On the Cash App? Okay, I see. I got you. Appreciate it. All right, so what's going on?
Flyover, drop $5.
This nigga got a whole accent. Go ahead. What's good?
I wanted to disagree with y'all with the whole paying the escorts, right? Now, what exactly did you disagree with?
No. Wait. This is how it works. If you're gonna call into the show and disagreeing with us, we need you to explain your argument to us.
Right.
You don't disagree and then ask us. No, you're disagreeing with us, so you explain your argument, sir.
Fair enough. Okay. So my thing is, if you're a high value man and your time is worth hundreds or thousands of dollars per hour, what sense does it make to run game on a woman to try to get sex when you can just trick?
Well, the thing is, one, it depends because tricking is actually illegal unless you're in a particular state. That's one. Two,
so is jaywalking.
Right, but what I'm saying is that you're more in a situation where you can get caught up because you're dealing with a whole nother person. You see what I'm saying? So depending on who you're dealing with and the situation, you can get caught up and set up. So that's one thing. But two, what happens is that if you're tricking, right? Or I should say, if you're getting an escort, right? How much are you willing to spend on an escort?
Me personally, $260.
Right, and most escorts is going to charge you way more than that. You're going to have to spend at least $600.
You got to know where to look.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. You're going to have to spend at least $600. Now, if you're dealing with a prostitute, maybe. You see what I'm saying? But an escort is going to run you at least $600, at least. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing. So if you want to do that, it's going to run you. Now, the other thing is that you're saying waste time running game. You still have to spend time or waste time finding the escort.
Not necessarily. I mean, well, yes, everything takes time, but it's the amount of time. You understand?
So what's the amount of time? Okay, so what's the amount of time that you spend on getting an escort?
Okay, for me, it only takes like 20 minutes. Okay,
20 minutes.
Go online, type in my zip code.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna choose her for today.
Mm-hmm.
Call her up. Hey, is it so and so? She's like, yeah. Hey,
Right.
I'm trying to see you tonight. Like, what's up? And then she'll be like, okay, I'll text you the information. And then you show up at the designated time, at the designated place, with the designated amount of money, and then y'all make it happen. Less than 20 minutes.
Right, and that's dope. But you can do the same thing without paying.
Really? How?
Yes. Yes, bro. Everything you just described is what I would usually do on the weekends when I went out with my boys. You understand what I'm saying? Like I would meet a chick. Like I told this story on the show the other day. Now it was like a few months back. There was a day I went out and I said to myself, I want to stay out. And this is what I said at first. I said I'm gonna stay out and meet a lot of women because I'm looking real good, real nice tonight. So I go into a spot. The first girl I talked to, as soon as I got in there, the first girl I talked to, I ended up smashing her, and I didn't stay out because I was attracted. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go and smash this chick. And I spoke to her for like 10 minutes. Right? Say that again?
It doesn't matter what the fuck he said. It really don't matter. Because you can't say it and get bitches. You can't say it and get bitches. So it don't matter what he said.
And what I'm saying is I've done that multiple times because I know which girls to pick and I know which girls are most likely going to come out with me or leave the spot with me. And so what I'm saying is that the time issue, right, is a thing for guys who don't have game and don't know how to do it. That's what we're trying to tell you.
So hold up. So you're telling me that you can just walk up to a random woman?
No, it's not a random woman. Not a random woman, but it's a woman I don't know, but it's not random.
Okay, so a woman that you don't know, be like, "Hey, you want to have sex with me?" And then she's like, "Oh wow, you have such a crisp mouthpiece." Yes, Are you telling me that's what happens?
Well, caller, if that never happened to you before, then it's going to be hard for you to understand. But
Right.
the answer to your question is yes.
You're right, basically. So wait, let me ask you a question, caller. Let me ask you a question.
Mr. Cunningham, explain that to me, Mr. Cunningham.
So caller, let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between a woman who's most likely gonna be interested in you sexually versus one who's not in a setting filled with women?
Yes, it's going to be based on the choosing signals.
No, it's not. That's not what it's based on. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is why this conversation's hard, because it's not based on the choosing. It's based on understanding your tribe. Have you ever listen to Ron Wills?
A little bit, yeah.
So Ron Wills talks about this a lot. What happens is that there's a thing called your tribe. A tribe is the type of women who are most likely going to be interested in you, and this is based on your experiences of understanding who gravitates to you easiest.
Right.
That's not about choosing signals.
Wow. So does that include the passport bros?
What do you mean?
So the guys who get their passport, and let's say they go to Colombia, and like they're like, oh man, y'all gotta go get your passports. The women are more attracted to you over here.
No.
They're attracted to the money. That's not you. I'm talking about you as the guy you are.
Caller, listen. For what you're saying to be true, then you wouldn't need a passport. You would understand. You would have a certain level of knowledge of self, right? You would understand who you are as a man and understand the type of women that gravitate to you naturally in your own country. So you wouldn't, if you truly understood that, then you would be able to attract women in whatever country you are. So you wouldn't necessarily need a passport. So to bring the passport bros angle to the argument is nonsensical in this.
Right, because if you knew how to do it, you wouldn't need to go over there to get the women.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So what Lucario is talking about is having an understanding of what type of women find you attractive, and then using that to increase the probability of making something happen that you desire.
So the type of women that doesn't include ethnicity, race, or nationality.
No, it could be any. We got a guy that calls into our show a lot. His name is Ifosa. He likes women with Audi belly buttons. You understand? So that's a part of his tribe. That's a part of the thing that makes, he knows who he is as a man, and that's a part of who he is. And he deals with women that have Audi belly buttons, bro. And that's what he does.
But that's what he likes. But do those women like him?
Well, he tells us that he gets lucky with those type of women. I don't know what to tell you. He could be lying. I'm just telling you what he tells us.
So, caller, basically what we're saying is this. Is that, because I'm going based off what you said, because you're like, oh, well, I get to do this in 20 minutes. But also the other aspect of it is you have to remember let me ask you this. So what is your goal? Is it to smash, right?
Yeah, just to clap cheeks. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, so this is the thing. The difference is when you pay for it, right? You're clapping cheeks with a woman who's not trying to reciprocate. Does that make sense?
No. See, I'm gonna have to call foul on that one. That's not necessarily true, because here's the thing: because she's getting a monetary gain out of it, she wants a return customer. She wants a return trick. So therefore, she's really going to like get into it to make sure, like, damn, I'm gonna be seeing her again because there's a financial incentive to it.
So let me ask you a question. So do people that have jobs, do they work really hard, or do they sometimes just do just enough to keep the job?
If there is financial incentive, if they're going to get paid, well, it depends on the type of job. So if it's like a 9 to 5 where you just get paid just to be there, then yes. But
does
if
it? No, wait. Does it? Wait.
Yes, you have to.
Hold on.
You need customers to come in.
Caller, does it depend on the type of job, or does it depend on the type of person?
Both. Well, I would say more so the job. Yes.
Really? Okay.
Well, see, and that's my point. So, caller, my point is that the person is going to do a good enough job to get it done. But what happens is that from your perspective, it may be really good.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is that, okay, if I'm used to eating filet mignon and all that other shit, right? McDonald's is probably going to taste like trash. It's going to taste regular to me. But if all I ever eat is shit out the garbage can, McDonald's is going to be the bomb. Do you see what I'm saying? So what happens is, from your perspective, it's probably awesome, even though she's given the bare minimum.
But what is your point, caller? What are you really trying to prove? What are we talking about?
Okay, so a guy. So let's say to go back to Dr. Orion's point. So a lawyer who's making like $1,000 an hour, right? Okay, and let's say he pays an escort for like $600 an hour, right?
Okay.
Now he knows that, and let's say from his perspective that lawyer is just trying to beat the Chiefs, right?
Okay.
So instead of going out there trying to run game, spending hours of time trying to get that, wouldn't it make more sense to just to pay a service provider? And that only costs $600, so that would be only like 40 minutes of his time, as opposed to just running game.
Okay, so let's go with that. So would it make more sense to save $600 and still get not only the sex but better sex?
If that were possible, yes.
Okay, so that's that's the possibility. That's what we teach, bro. That's basically what you just said. That's what we teach.
No, but
that's what caller, that's what I explained to you earlier. It never happened to or for you, so you don't understand the possibility of it. And so you're not gonna, it's okay if you don't understand what we're saying, bro. And if you disagree, fine, we could agree to disagree. But don't come over here and try to disprove what we're saying. If you disagree, fine, but you can't disprove it, though.
A caller, understand this. Think about this. If a person's able to get something for free, right? Why would they pay for it?
Right.
Well, again, it depends on the logistics. So let's say if a guy is thirsty, right? And he knows that there's a water fountain that's like an hour down the street. Right next to him is a guy selling a bottle of water for $2. And the guy has $5 in his pocket. And he's really thirsty. Like, what is he going to do?
Right, but
he's going to pay the guy.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that within that same scenario, you're saying that the free water fountain is out of his reach. We're saying the free water fountain is in his reach. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So what we're saying is that when the guy has game, it's always in his reach.
An hour away.
Say that again?
The water is in his, but he has to do more work, waste more time to get to that free water.
Right, but caller, the scenario you painted, hold on, this is what I'm saying. The scenario you painted made the guy be away from the access. What I'm saying is that when you have game, you have access. That's what I'm trying to see. That's the disconnect in your mind. So basically what I'm saying is this.
But you had to approach the guy with the bottle of free water.
But he's right next to you.
But you still got to say what's up. How much is that bottle of water? You still got to say something to him.
Right. Yes. But here's the thing. You don't have to run game on the guy who's selling water. You can just be like, hey, how much? $2. All right, here's $5. Let me get $3 back. And you get the water.
Okay, so if I go up to a girl and I talk to her and I say, hey, listen, I'm actually really attracted to you. We should get together later today and have some sex. And she says, cool. And I fuck her. What's the difference? Huh?
Okay, hypothetically, yeah, that's okay. The same, but that's not probable, Mr. Locario.
Hold on. If it's not probable, wait, let me show you something real quick, because this is interesting. You said it's not probable, but I have a whole program on the Bad Boy membership called Same Day Lay. So caller, so if I have a program called Same Day Lay, how to sleep with her on the first day y'all meet, am I just talking shit out my ass, or is this something that I've done a bazillion times and helped other guys do a bazillion times that I teach step by step how to do it? Huh?
Shit, man. Come on, man.
Okay, again. We're talking in circles, bro. If you don't believe it's possible for you, then fine. Nobody can force you to. like I'm done trying to force y'all niggas to believe in yourself or believe in your value or believe that you can fuck a chick on the same night. Simply because you hate yourself or because you don't think it's possible. I'm not here to change your fucking mind, bro. You see what I'm saying?
No,
I'm not gonna do it.
I didn't say it was impossible. It is improbable.
It's improbable. Okay, because you feel it's improbable, that's why you're giving this argument. So pay for the pussy. Go get the escort. Live your life, bro. I'm happy for you. Straight up. Any of you guys who think it's easier to just pay for it, please go pay for it. Leave the real women to us, bro. Go fuck the prostitutes, and we'll deal with the women. Go do it, bro. I'm done. Get your passports. Fuck the trick. Fuck the prostitute. Do you live your life? You know why? Because we're still gonna be here kicking this real shit. We're still gonna be here kicking this real shit, and it's still gonna be guys that even though they start off thinking that it's improbable, like you, they're gonna come around to realizing that not only is it possible, not only is it probable, but it's highly possible when they have knowledge of self, confidence, and they're able to articulate themselves to anyone, not just women, but to anyone.
Amazing.
It's fabulous. It's fantastic. It's fantastic, bro. It's fantastic. Shout out to my nigga Myron on Fresh and Fit. I love when the bitches say a long line of bullshit and he's like, fantastic. All right, now. Same shit, bro. It's whatever you want to do. It's fantastic, bro. Live your life. I'm happy for all of y'all niggas, bro. Get your passports, but fuck only prostitutes. Live your life. I ain't mad at none of y'all. Go do you.
That's crazy.
I'm only talking to the guys that want to understand the possibility of things to come. You understand? I only want to talk to guys that know that pussy is free.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's all I'm talking. That's the only guys I'm talking to.
So caller, let me ask you this last thing real quick. So have you ever had pussy without paying for it?
In terms of money, yes.
Yeah. So how did you do it?
It takes a lot of time. Pair bonding, getting to know each other.
Bonding.
Feeling each other. Kind of learning like what turns each other on and stuff like that.
So how long did it take for you to smash the last girl you had sex with without paying?
6 months.
Jesus Christ.
So,
I thought you was gonna say like 3 weeks.
No, check this out. Call it.
You damn, bro. I thought you was gonna say I was gonna get on you like, bro, 3 months. I mean 3 weeks, bro. You said 6 months for real. You gotta be trolling. Please tell me you're lying.
No, that's real shit.
6 months? What were you doing for 6 months?
Caller, how old are you again? How old are you?
30.
Wow.
Yo, what were y'all doing for 6 months?
Yeah, what were you? Well, building rapport, making her comfortable.
Yeah, we were co-workers.
Oh, so it's a chick at your job. So
real quick, whatever happened to that chick?
We're still in touch.
You still in touch? Are you still at the same job?
Yes.
You're still at the same job. Is she still at the same job?
Nah.
Okay. All right.
This is crazy, man. I don't even know.
So after all of that pair bonding and rapport building for 6 months, can you call her up for some pussy right now?
Nah.
Oh my God. So what was it all for?
So why'd you spend 6 months?
We were cool. Like we enjoy each other's company. We can make each other laugh.
So what made her stop enjoying your company, bro? What made her stop enjoying your company?
Oh, she got a new job in a different state.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah. you can't call up and be like, "Yo, I'm coming through to your state. Get it ready for me."
No, why would I do that when I get this trick?
Oh,
there you go. Listen, man.
Hey, again, common sense is common sense. Live your life, my nigga. Folks, I'm happy for all y'all niggas, bro. Everybody who's doing what they want to do with their life, I'm happy for y'all. Remember that.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because you're also talking to a man that has paid for it before. I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it.
Oh, so you used to trick? So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
No. There's a difference between saying I used to trick and saying that I've done it before. I've
Right.
done it before. That's all you need to know, because I've gotten pussy for free, and I've chosen to experience tricking, and I've gotten more pussy for free. You know what I'm saying? And the vast majority of the pussy that I've ever gotten was for free. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about you used to trick. It's not like I was tricking and didn't stop. No, nigga. I chose to have the experience.
Once a trick, always a trick, brother. Come on, brother.
Okay. If that's what you believe.
So wait, caller. So you started tricking after this woman?
No, I tricked before.
Oh, but I thought it was once a trick, always a trick. So how come you didn't trick with this one?
She was at my job, and
no, no. You said once a trick, always a trick. We're going by your logic, caller. We're going by your logic. You got to understand the word you say. We're going by your logic. You see what I'm saying? So.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't understand why misery love company so much. What's this? What's the trick? Always a trick shit. What is this?
Yeah, I mean, just because you trick doesn't mean you can't get it for free, or like when the opportunity arises, it's just saying like, hey, if I'm just trying to if I'm just trying to beat the cheeks, would it make more sense to go to a club or go to a bar and just run all this game, or just to go online?
Wait, let me ask you a question. Because you keep saying run all this. What is this game that you talk about that you need to run?
6 months of rapport building.
Okay, so you're saying that game is a strategy to get what you want, right?
Yep.
But in order to get what you want, you need to implement that strategy.
Uh-huh.
That's what running game means.
Okay.
Implementing that strategy.
No. Here's a question. Here's a real question. Caller, let me ask you a question. When you look in the mirror,
I'm listening.
When you look in the mirror, right? Do you see a man that a woman could be attracted to enough to fuck the same night? Yes or no?
For free. It depends on the woman.
Listen. I'm gonna ask you the question one more time. When you look in the mirror, do you see the type of man that a woman can be attracted to enough to fuck for free the same night? Yes or no?
That's a moist question because I'm not a woman.
Yes or no?
I'm not going to answer that question.
We know the answer to that question, caller.
I am not attracted.
We know the answer to that question.
Wait. So you don't know why a woman would want to fuck you?
Exactly.
I'm not a woman. I don't find men attractive.
No, we're talking about you, not other men. We're saying, do you know why a woman will want to have sex with you? Not other men. We're not talking about other. We're talking about you. We're saying, what is it about you that makes the woman want to fuck you?
I have I'm 6 feet. I have decent facial symmetry. I have a good paying job. So yeah, I mean, there's multiple things that women could find sexually attractive. Again, it depends on the woman.
So then why are you paying if you know you have all these qualities that women want to fuck with you for?
I mean, again, it's the probability. So the probability of those women is less than the general population.
But I thought you needed was looks, money, and status. It sounds like you got all three. What's going on? I thought that's what they talk about on the internet.
Hey, sound like a high value man to me.
Right. You sound like a high value man.
I'm mid value. I'm
mid-value.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to give you guys any false information. So as a mid-value guy, mid-value men struggle in the dating market, in the sexual marketplace. So we have to utilize a multiple array of strategies to clap cheeks.
Gotcha.
That's just what it is.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Great call. Great call, man. We appreciate you for calling in, man. Honestly,
no
man.
problem.
That was a great call. Thank you.
I just don't know what to do.
You want this? I don't know what to do. Listen, caller, you need to get women that say this to you.
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
He's saying you need that. That's what you need.
That hot too. All right, caller. Appreciate you, man. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Peace. All right. So let's get to these questions. Let me kill this.
Kill the phone lines. When we get to these questions, and we're gonna wrap this shit up. This one says, you said when dealing with married women, you should paint the story that you're better than their man, but why change it up and seduce instead of saying you are sexy as hell and we need to hook up? No, first of all, y'all shouldn't be hollering at married women. I just told y'all that story just to illustrate how game works, right? But what happens is that it's not about me saying a story. I was saying that in the mind of the woman, this is what makes women cheat, is she comes to the conclusion on her own that the guy she's going to cheat with is more beneficial than the guy she's with. That's literally all it is. The issue is most guys who are married are beta males. So what happens is when I used to be out there doing what I do, it's easier for me to get these women because I knew that most likely her man was probably a loser. Do you see what I'm saying? So I would just say something simple like, so tell me, how does it feel to have the perfect husband? And then she'd be like, oh, I mean, he's not, kind of, oh, really? He does. So now she's already downplayed him in her mind. And then anything I'm doing already is way better than what this motherfucker's doing off the rip. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So what we got to understand is that when you understand the underlying reason behind why things are happening, why she's thinking that way, why you're doing what you're doing. This is why I said yesterday I had a caller. He called in and he was like, oh, you guys say this and I said this thing. And I asked him, I said, why do you say the things you say? And he couldn't explain why he says the things he says. He just says, oh, well, I just said it because I thought I should say it. So there's no substance or reason behind why he's saying what he's saying. And so the thing is, this is what happens with a lot of you guys. You're coming to us you're like, Miles Lucario, can you tell me what to say? No, I can't tell you what to say because what you need to say has to be inside you, which is who you actually are, which is going to attract the right situation for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Even just now with the last caller, when when you explained that you met a woman and y'all smashed the same night, he was like, what'd you say?
Right. It doesn't matter what I said.
What he said. Because you can't say it.
Right.
Because remember, the nerdy, the low confidence dude could say something and creep to the woman. And a nigga with confidence could say the same exact shit and he get the buns the same night from the same woman. So it doesn't matter, bro. It's all about, again, your masculine identity.
That's crazy though. He said 6 months. I was not prepared for that shit. That nigga said. I was like, oh, that's rad. I could see why he's like, fuck that. I'm paying. I'd be paying too if it took me 6 months. It's just I used escorts because I had no game. I literally told myself I can't get hot women. I'm not worthy, so I'll just pay to see how it's like, and maybe I won't have a desire to want hot girls anymore. So see, you said a lot in here. This is what happens. Yeah. He says, I literally told myself I can't get hot women. I'm not worthy. So if you're telling yourself this is the outcome that's going to happen.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So you gotta, talk to yourself different. Believe in yourself.
Self-talk. That's that real shit.
How many friends with benefits situations have you been in the past?
We don't need to.
Right. Exactly.
That question. Personal questions don't matter, bro. Personal questions don't matter.
Exactly.
Like, hey, knowing how many relations or whatever the fuck Lucario or I've been in, it's not gonna help you.
Right. Basically. Says, would you agree that in the beginning of the approach, second meeting, etc., that if the girl likes you, it almost doesn't matter what you do or say? Well, it again, if you're the type of guy who's consistent, congruent, and really being about what you're about, then it doesn't matter because what you're doing is authentic. You're giving out authenticity, exactly. Right? Now, if you're trying to pretend to be a certain thing, or you're trying to manipulate or do anything like that, then it does matter because what you're doing is that you're essentially going to be incongruent. It's going to show within your actions because your words and actions are not going to match up. Right. You see what I'm saying?
It'll matter what you say if what you say is not consistent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if the whole time you was like, yeah, girl, I'm a doctor, I got my PhD, and I'm a physician and I do neurosurgeon, I'm a this and that, and then the next time she meets you, you're like, yeah, so I've been to law school and I'm a lawyer and that's what I do and that's my whole life, and she's gonna be like, wait a second, like what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it matters what you do if especially when you're incongruent, or if you faking the funk, or if you bullshitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like Lucario said, if you have a masculine identity, you are consistent in character, and your thoughts, words, and actions are congruent. You carry yourself a certain way. It almost doesn't matter what you do or say, because remember, when a woman meets you, right, and she meets your masculine identity, remember what I said. That is information that doesn't change.
Right.
So when she meets you and she finds you attractive, then that's pretty much it. All you got to do is be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you start to fuck around and lie and fake the funk and sell a woman dreams and all this other bullshit that gets you fucked up in the game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So once she meets the actual you, she's attracted to the actual you. Yeah, it almost doesn't matter what you say, because from that point on, it's like you just being yourself, and that's what she likes.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's it.
Real talk. So this says, how can I combine my handsome man game and tall man game? I've been no fapping for an extended period. Am I able to riz now? These niggas, y'all are the worst. He said he just released a second part of the same topic and will release a third. Will you guys cover all three? I don't know. I'll have to see. We'll see. This says, us as high value men need prostitutes, and they need us. I don't understand what's so wrong about that. You guys are criticizing. We don't have time to play games. We need to get in and outs.
See, I want to say something. Because I remember that. You remember the movie Wolf of Wall Street, Lucario?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what scene I'm about
to the scene where they was fucking the chicks so they can get back to work. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy, I always forget his name, but you know, the Wolf of Wall Street dude.
Right.
He was running the stock floor.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to keep men satiated and at work, he would bring prostitutes into the office. They would come in, catch a nut, and then get back out to the trading floor to continue.
You gotta do right.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, again, there are different situations and different reasons to do any and everything. I mean, when you say never, you know, you got to be careful, because what you think you would never ever do, there's a situation in that life could show you that you would do that.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So again, we can like, I don't see. A lot of guys think that guys like us are hating on guys that trick.
Right.
You understand? The problem is not the tricking or the action. The problem is the thought and intention behind the action, and not truly understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it.
It's the mentality.
It's the mentality, because like the caller before, he's paying for it because he doesn't think that a woman can find him that attractive.
Exactly.
And I'm saying, to live your whole life as a man and to think that a woman would not find you attractive, or to think that you have to spend 6 months building rapport to make a woman comfortable to like you. That's a sad mentality, guys. That's what we're trying to show you.
Right.
We're just literally trying to say to you, look, if you want to go pay for pussy, please go pay for pussy. But don't think less of yourself, and please don't let that be the reason why you're going to pay for pussy.
Exactly. Right.
That's all we're trying to say. Period. We just don't want you to think less of yourself and then do these type of things, because a lot of you motherfuckers, you do these type of things because you think less of yourself. You're like, oh, well, no woman's ever gonna like me, so let me pay for this pussy.
Right.
You know, no woman's ever gonna like me, so it's like, no, bro. It's like we just want you to think better of yourself, guys. That's it.
Right. Real talk. Let me see what some more of these questions are saying real quick. Okay, so this says, I was supposed to link with this female on July 4th, and last minute she flaked because she said she was still with her family. Is that a charge? Yes. You charge of the game. It says, so when other coaches say that you should establish a connection with a woman because she has a bunch of dudes trying to get at her, you shouldn't be doing that. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That right there is simping straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Because who gives a fuck if there's a bunch of other dudes trying to do whatever. That ain't what the fuck I'm trying to do. So who gives a shit?
It don't matter.
It says, was supposed to, oh yeah, you already did this one. Says, okay, did we just do this one? Okay, y'all motherfuckers gotta stop sending these double. Send stuff. We got it. Don't worry. We gonna get to the question. Says, Lakari, in your opinion, what's the ideal range of time to spend on a first date? It's like an hour or so. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you're gonna extend it to smashing, then that's a different story. Then you gotta take a little bit more time.
Right. Okay, the thing is, guys, you have to be aware of how the date is going.
Mm-hmm.
And there has to, me personally, I'm more like a 30 to 45 minute type of guy.
Right.
Because, and in the first 20 minutes, I already know if she's feeling me and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So again, you can be on a long date, but make it make sense.
Right.
And make it make sense to you. Because guys, I've been on dates sometimes where it's like even though maybe we weren't like sexually or physically attracted, I've been on dates that went a little bit longer just because I was actually having a good time.
Right.
Sometimes that'll happen. Like you'll meet a chick and it's like, oh, it's cool. We hanging, we chilling, or whatever the activity is, or whatever the situation is. It just speaks to you as a person, and you're enjoying your time. That me personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. But the problem with you guys is that you will sit there on a fucking date with a bitch giving you 1-word answers to everything, and hour and a half, 2 hours, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want me to buy you some more drinks? And then the whole fucking time she's texting on her phone, on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Every next drink you buy her, she's fucking putting a story on her Snapchat and Instagram about it, and you're still sitting there.
Right.
That's what we're trying to get you to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
You see, guys, it's not about we're telling you to be more impeccable with your time, to be more efficient with your time based on what you desire.
Right.
Don't sit there on no fucking date and you know this chick ain't feeling you and you're still sitting there after 2 fucking hours.
Right.
You understand? And at the same time, it's like dude who called in, he pulled out the chair for her to sit down and he ended the date in 1 fucking minute.
Right.
That was the ideal time for that particular date. 1 minute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? So again, we all we can give you is best practices. But nigga, you sitting there with a chick and it's been 15 minutes and she's giving you 1-word answers and she's all on her phone and you know she don't fucking like you. Then 50, you've been there probably 10 minutes too fucking long then.
Right.
So if for that date, the ideal amount of time is 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to explain to you guys is to pay attention, understand what's happening on the date, and don't just sit there because you're trying to see if she likes you.
Right. Craziness. It says, should I avoid meeting women that came to my job as customers? It depends. I would say at this point, no, don't do it, because usually guys who are concerned about dealing with women either that work with them or in your case, customers and all that other shit, you guys don't really have tight enough game to even deal with that situation even if you wanted to. Meaning that if you had tight game, you would have a plethora, an abundance of women that you're dealing with that you wouldn't even care about any customer or any chick you're working with. A lot of that comes from scarcity. So which means that you have a scarcity mentality, which means that you don't have an abundance, which means that your game's not tight enough. Because what's going to happen is, even if, for example, that woman you tried to get at, if you got with her, you'd probably do some weird ass shit that's going to cause some friction at your job. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why we be telling y'all motherfuckers that shit. It's like a lot of y'all don't have the level of game needed to even make that shit worthwhile or whatever. You see what I'm saying? He said, okay, you already did that one. It says, you guys are saying that he's stealing. Can't more than one source say the same thing? Can notes be shared? Y'all are wilding. No, this is the thing. We're not saying that one source couldn't be from another person and y'all just sort of have the same outlook. What we're saying is it has to connect. So meaning you can't in one video talk about, oh, you need to text a girl to make sure she's safe. And then at the same time talk about vetting a chick for 12 months.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, it's incongruent, because then if that's the case, you would not be the same guy talking about making a woman feel safe through text if you're the same guy talking about vetting a woman for 12 months. So what that means is that he probably, if he didn't get it from us, he got it from somebody else that probably got it from us.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you got to understand that things need to connect. That's how we can tell when somebody doesn't really know what they're talking about, because again, what they're talking about has to come from a place of substance. And I'm not saying what he's saying that has no substance. What I'm saying is that the substance, right, needs to connect and correlate to the other things of substance. So you can't say, oh yeah, well, go out there and be a successful man and trick, and then say vet a chick for 12 to 18 months or whatever the fuck it is. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense, because if you're the type to vet a woman, you are most likely going to be the type that's not tricking. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. This is where we can tell when it's all over the place. It's like, wait a second, you're the same guy saying this, but then at the same time you flip it and say that. How did you get to that conclusion?
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, where's that coming from? That's something you picked up somewhere. That's not really from where you understand or what you know. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. You got to look at the body of work.
Right. Exactly. This is why, isn't it interesting how we could do a show like Real Game No Theory with 6 motherfuckers who have some perspectives that are different, but we all can flow easily on the show. And that's because there's an underlying understanding of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody says this, they're like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I see where you're coming from with that, because I did this or this. You see what I'm saying? We could say a story and every one of us could relate to that shit. Like, oh yeah, I've had that shit happen. I know what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Says, I know you said don't worry if your girl cheats and don't look for signs that she's cheating, but is it likely that you'll eventually find out if she is? Well, this is the thing. This is the part that's going to sound crazy to y'all. If you're a guy who's really on top of your shit and you focus on you and what you need to get done, your girl could be cheating, and if she knows how to cheat, you will never find out.
Right.
And you will never find out because she's doing everything she needs to do in the relationship, and you're focused on what needs to be done in the actual relationship. You wouldn't give a shit. So if, for example, I'll use a simple example. If I say my girl needs to cook me eggs 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday before I go to work, and dinner needs to be at the joint at 7 o'clock when I get home, and the kids need to be in bed. If she's doing all these things, where I got time to worry about if she's cheating or not.
Right.
And if she is, how is that affecting the thing she's doing now that's actually working that I need her to do?
Exactly. And the crazy part is her cheating might be keeping the whole shit together for you.
But they don't understand that. But look, Orion, Mo, and again, we're not saying it's good she's cheating. What we're saying is that you're not going to give a shit. And if you do find out, you just be like, all right, well, fuck it. This is over. You cheated.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the thing is,
it's over because you let me find out. Like,
exactly right. You fucked up. You should have not let me find out this shit, because now I got to get rid of you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Because the fact that she let you find out means the cheating over, like the effect or the influence of whatever she was doing as far as the other nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's starting to bleed into what's happening between you and her. Because when you actually, if and when you find out that's what actually happened,
right,
it's now bleeding over into what you got going on.
Exactly.
So now you have to get rid of her because she let what was happening with the other nigga bleed into
the situation
that she got going on with you.
Right.
That's literally the only reason why you got to get rid of her.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all cats don't understand this. Why? The reason why you're asking this question, only one, is because you don't have a program.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You don't. And Lucario, do you have the joint for how to do?
Oh yeah, exactly. So guys, go to Bad Boy Membership, because on the Bad Boy Membership, I have a program called How to Create Your Program. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys can go to the Bad Boy Membership. Make sure you check that out so that you can step your game up.
Guys worry about their woman cheating because they don't have their own fucking life. They don't have something going on of their own.
Right.
And they don't have standards and consistencies set in place for themselves and in reference to the woman that they're dealing with.
Right.
Right. So you're stuck worrying about what she might be doing and what she, nigga. I ain't got time to worry about that shit.
Exactly.
But like we said, if she allows whatever's going on outside to influence what's going on inside, now she's jeopardized the ship. Now she has to be thrown overboard because we can't have nobody rocking the boat. We can't have nobody putting holes in the bow of the ship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So but a lot of guys is not gonna understand that because a lot of y'all niggas love checking a bitch phone. A lot of y'all niggas love playing detective. A lot of y'all niggas love, y'all want to be on that show Cheaters and be, oh, I can't believe you did this to me. And
right. You know what's crazy? You know how cold this shit is though? This is how cold of a nigga I am. Let's say if I was in a monogamous situation and my chick was doing everything she needed to do, right? And let's say somebody I knew came up to me and said, yo, Lucario, I think I saw your girl with another dude. Right? Nigga, I would actually be like, yo, I like the fact that my chick knows how to keep this shit together to keep it out of our situation so you could keep this shit going. Because what you're basically saying is that my chick don't want to fuck this up. Because every day at 8 o'clock in the morning, my eggs are ready. The kids are dressed. All of the shit is right. So now she knows what she need to do to keep it going. See, like you said, Miles, if it spills over, what she's essentially saying is, I don't respect the situation, which is why I'm letting it spill over. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what happens where you fucks out there who are cheating on your girl and y'all get found out and y'all fuck up is because y'all didn't have enough game to keep it tight. Even though if you did have game, you wouldn't be cheating in the first place, but you just let her know you fucking other girls. But let's just say you cheating. You need to know how to fucking keep this shit tight so nothing fucks up and overlaps on your situation.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's basically how it goes. You feel what I mean? Because you know what the funny part is? You know why a lot of times women, when they find out their man cheats, they stay? It's because women, right, are not as sensitive about sex as men are. Do you see what I'm saying? Because a woman's like, all right, you cheated, but nigga, do you got the fucking rent this month? You understand what I'm saying? So they're looking at the bigger picture. Y'all niggas is looking at sex. Y'all be like, oh my gosh, she had sex with a guy. Your bitch don't care you fucking no other. Like she really care about is what you're doing going to stop?
Right.
That's what the fuck she cares about. Is what you're doing going to stop this relationship from progressing where the fuck it needs to go? But that's a whole other thing. But again, y'all gonna be like, oh, but this, y'all not gonna get that. This.
So Lucario, you telling me you cool? Yo, wait, so Miles, you telling me you cool with your girl out there sucking and fucking another nigga? Y'all niggas missed it. Yeah, like it's like y'all missed
the whole point.
Bro. Like
they missed the whole point. I'm telling you, they don't get it. They don't get it. But let's wrap up these questions. How does someone know if a woman does not like you versus using your looks against you from your video? That's a little bit more complex. I'll have to do a whole nother joint on that. I'll do that one later. It says, since the apps ban you when you are direct about smashing when the girl don't like you, can you tell a girl when you are free to meet up? And if things go well, you can hawk to that thing. Okay, so Chris, I talk about this on go to Bad Boy Membership, guys, and get these programs. I'm going to show you guys again. Go get this program. Advanced online game, the most efficient way to talk to women online. Also get how to take pictures that'll get you later online dating sites, and also get how to send messages that'll get you later online dating apps. And I teach you guys how to get the woman off the app. So if you want to talk that sexual shit to get her to come see you. See, a lot of times in your messages, you shouldn't even really be talking too much sexual shit in your messages. But again, I explain all that on the Bad Boy Membership. It says, I'm a 37-year-old man and my girlfriend left me because I got laid off. Should I get my money up and leave women alone? 88 gallons. You bruh. What are you talking about? Listen, you need coaching. That's what I'm gonna say to you for right now. Hit us up with some coaching. That's crazy. Why do a lot of rappers nowadays seem like they promote tricking? Because that's what y'all niggas like.
Yeah. Why do y'all wait? First of all, go back to that question real quick. Why the fuck y'all think all these rappers got game like that?
Right, exactly.
Why do y'all automatically think that just because a guy's a rapper that he got game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all niggas be falling for the okie doke, hook, line, and sinker all the goddamn time. Y'all niggas think that just because this nigga know how to rap and because he got platinum chains or whatever the fuck he got, that
right.
He know how to deal with and talk to and holler at bitches. Like, stop it.
Right.
Stop it. Most of these niggas, the reason why they start rapping in the first place is so they could trick on bitches, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get bitches because most rappers are fucking nerds. No offense, exactly. I know you rapping shit.
Nah, it's a fact. They are.
Most rappers are insecure, insecure nerds with low self-image.
Mm-hmm.
They're very. Look at a nigga like Kid Cudi.
Right.
Look at fucking Kanye West. These niggas are, half of them are insane. Half of them are fucking nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sensitive. That's what I meant to say. They are super fucking sensitive and insecure about their self-image. They fucking want to get famous for attention, and then they trick on bitches because they don't think much of themselves.
Exactly.
Without their talent, they wouldn't have. If everybody wasn't chanting their fucking name at the concert, they would. A lot of them niggas would self-delete. Honestly,
right. It's a fact.
Them niggas is vying for attention because a lot of them niggas is super insecure and they hate themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So this is why they promote tricking, because they're like, oh look, now I have value. Now here, take my money, take my money so I could be with a baddie,
right?
I don't want any of y'all niggas thinking that just because a nigga's famous and talented artistically that he automatically knows how to understand game and get with women like that, please.
Right. Exactly. That's facts. All right, let me get two more of these questions and we're gonna wrap it up. What if a woman tries to reschedule a first date? Should you charge her? Yes. And so what happened is that if you guys are going on a first date and a woman flakes, a lot of times women, they'll try to come up with the excuse, can we do a rain check? I have to work late, something came up, blah, 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 whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? So what you got to do is that you got to be like, nah, I'm good. And you got to keep it moving. Now, are there times where you could, reschedule this shit or whatever? Now, the times you can do that is if in that scenario, if the girl is trying to contact you again on a consistent basis, right? And you decide to give her another chance, that's one thing. Because now at this point, she's already seen that you sort of like shut the door on her, right? But if that's not the case, it don't make no sense. You just keep moving and talk to another woman. Because most times, you gotta understand, most times when women flake on you or try to reschedule a date or something, all of this other shit, that means that they're not really that into you. And you were just sort of like a placeholder. Some other shit came up. They had you there like just in case nothing else comes up better, I'll go out with this nigga. And then something comes up that they thought gets better, and now all of a sudden she's giving you I'm so sorry, I can't make it. This happened, something came up, I got sick. My friend came into town, I got to pick her up from the airport, stupid shit like that. So just understand that.
I gotta go to the Usher concert.
Right, exactly, right. So you gotta keep that shit pushing, my guy. All right, so this last question, it says, is it also tricking if you use things that money can buy, like fly clothes, exotic cars, and bottles at the club as bait to smash biddies? Yes. So that's like indirect tricking. So what you're doing is you're doing that to try to gain access to the women. So you're still basically tricking because you're doing it for them and not for you.
And not for you, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you truly like fly, see, again, guys, money is a tool to enhance your life and your journey.
Mm-hmm.
If you truly like fly clothes, exotic cars, and you like bottles, and you like to chill at the club, and that's what you truly like, and then you happen to attract women during the course of that action, fine. Right. But if you're doing it only because that's how you think women gonna like you, then you're fucking up.
That's a fact. Because for example, like this watch, right? I fucking love watches. I got a collection of watches, and I just like how it looks on me. Like sometimes I walk by the mirror and I just stop and I'll be like, God damn, this nigga fine. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just, I do it for me. Like I really like looking at me looking a certain way. I don't know, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not buying a watch to try to get a chick. You see what I'm saying? I'm not like, yo, I can't wait when these bitches see me with this watch. oh my God, it's gonna be crazy. Like, no, nigga, you see what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So it's like you got to do that shit for you, man. You got to do that shit for you. All right, so yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. We about to wrap this shit up. Are you guys doing a show tomorrow? Were you and K Zagging?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be on that, man. I'm gonna be traveling. It's not.
Okay, so but K Zagging's still doing it, right? You probably
K Zagging's still doing it. Make sure you guys go check out the Man is a Skill Set show, man. Holla at K Zagging, man. Always great game on that show, and your man Roman gonna be there too. So make sure y'all check that out. And then of course we got Real Game No Theory on Sunday, and so make sure y'all check that out. But we appreciate y'all, and guys, make sure you check out the $1 summer sale for the masculine.
Make sure you guys get that shit cracking.
So get on that, man. You
get that shit cracking.
Get on the Masculine Identity membership. $1 for the first month. $1 for 30 days of access, man. And it's dope, man. Just go to the checkout page and put in the code SUMMER SUMMER, and you will get the joint for $1. Yes,
real talk.
In the chat, man. Appreciate it. And make sure you go to Bad Boy membership as well, because it's too many over 120 programs.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of programs on there now. So you guys, listen, man, you got to get up on there. Go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Get on that summer sale. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com. Get the program, How to Have a Successful Non-Monogamous Relationship, plus all the other books and we got a lot of shit for you guys. So make sure you guys get that. Also, if you guys need coaching, hit us up. I'm telling y'all, the coaching is everything. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, that really changes lives, though. Shout out to all of my coachees out there.
Yes, facts. Real talk.
And the conversations be so fucking deep, bro. Like, man, it's so crazy. And then of course, get your tickets to the screening in Miami, man.
Oh yeah, let me play that real quick before we head up out of here. I'm gonna play the joint, so make sure you guys get your tickets to the screening. Click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yeah, so April and Renee is putting the links in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So April and Renee is putting the links in the chat. Make sure you guys click on those links, and if you're watching the rebroadcast, just click the link below the video on the rebroadcast so you can check that out and get that shit cracking too. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. We about to wrap this up. So we will see you guys later this weekend, and we'll holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. We gone. We out.
We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
If you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Locario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Ladies and gentlemen,